You have been lied to about potential. You think potential is something you build, like a tower. Wrong. Potential is something you leak. You aren't failing because you lack talent. You're failing because your daily habits are bleeding you dry. You are a bucket full of holes, wondering why you're always empty. Everything you think you know about getting ready for success is backwards. Most people think they are one big break away from greatness. They aren't. They are 12 silent habits away from total mediocrity. By the end of this, you will realize that your brain is actively working against you. It doesn't want you to be great. It wants you to be safe. And safe is just another word for forgotten. Chapter 1. The Clarity Trap. Most people wait for clarity before they start. They want the map, the GPS, and a signed guarantee before they take a single step. This is a delusion. Your brain is lazy. It uses the lack of clarity as a sophisticated shield against the pain of effort. Schools taught you to study the material before the test. In the real world, the test comes first, and the lesson comes after you've bled a little. If you're waiting to figure it out before you act, you've already lost. Success doesn't come to the prepared. It comes to the brave who figure it out while they're moving. Action creates clarity, not the other way around. Chapter 2. Productive procrastination. This is where it gets dangerous. You spent 3 hours today organizing your color-coded to-do list. You bought a new notebook. You researched the best morning routine. You feel productive. You aren't. You are polishing the brass on a sinking ship. Your brain is an idiot. It can't tell the difference between organizing work and doing work. It gives you a hit of dopamine for making a list, so you never feel the hunger to actually execute. Stop organizing. Start suffering through the task you're actually avoiding. If it doesn't move the needle, it's just a hobby. Chapter 3. The Validation Loop. Most people are addicted to the good job hit. You post your goals on social media. You tell your friends about your big plans. Why? Because when they say, "That's amazing," your brain thinks you've already done it. It releases the reward before the result. This is psychological suicide. Smart people know that talking about a goal is a form of energy leakage. Every time you speak about what you're going to do, you lose the drive to actually do it. Keep your mouth shut. Let the results do the screaming. Chapter 4. Information Gluttony. We live in an age of infobesity. You've watched 50 videos on how to start a business, but you haven't made a single cold call. You're a learning addict. Here's what nobody tells you. Reading without execution is just entertainment. It's intellectual masturbation. It feels good, but it produces nothing. Your brain is not designed to be a library. It's designed to be a processor. If the information doesn't enter your hands, it doesn't matter if it enters your head. Use the 1-to-1 rule. For every hour you spend consuming, spend an hour creating. Anything else is just mental clutter. Chapter 5. The Fairness Fallacy. It's not fair. This is the mantra of the mediocre. Most people walk around expecting the universe to give them a participation trophy because they tried hard. The world doesn't care about your effort. It only cares about your output. Your brain wants to play the victim because being a victim is easy. It requires zero responsibility. Smart people realize that life is rigged, the rules are inconsistent, and nobody is coming to save them. Once you accept that fairness is a myth invented by losers to explain their lack of results, you become dangerous. Stop complaining about the wind and start moving the sail. Chapter 6. The Safety Net Fallacy. You think having a plan B is smart. It isn't. It's an insurance policy for failure. When you have a safety net, your brain knows it doesn't have to perform at 100%. It knows it can quit when things get hard because there's a soft landing waiting. Burn the boats. Most people fail because they have too many options. Success happens when failure is so painful that it isn't an option anymore. This isn't about being reckless, it's about being committed. If you want the island, burn your ships. Chapter 7. Emotional Reactivity. Someone cut you off in traffic. An anonymous person left a mean comment. A client sent a rude email. Now your whole day is ruined. Congratulations, you are a slave. You've given total strangers remote control over your nervous system. Most people are reactive. They're like leaves in the wind, moving wherever the environment pushes them. High performers are proactive. They understand that between the stimulus and the response, there is a space. In that space lies your power. If you can't control your emotions, you can't control your money, your time, or your life. Get a grip. Chapter 8. Optimization Overkill. This is a modern plague. People spend weeks finding the perfect app, the perfect keyboard, or the perfect workout split. Here's the problem. You are optimizing zero. You are trying to multiply by zero. You don't need a better app. You need a better work ethic. You don't need a better gym. You need to lift the weights. Mastery isn't about having the best tools. It's about being so good that the tools don't matter. Stop looking for a shortcut and start looking for a heavy load to carry. Chapter 9. The Good Enough Plateau. This is the silent killer of potential. You aren't doing bad, you're doing okay. You have a decent job, a decent house, and a decent life. Because you aren't starving, you stop hunting. This is where greatness goes to die. Most people stop growing when they reach a level of comfort. They become terrified of losing what they have, so they stop reaching for what they could become. Comfort is a slow-acting poison. If you aren't feeling the friction of growth, you are currently decomposing. The biggest enemy of a great life is a good life. Chapter 10. Digital Cocaine. Your brain was evolved to track berries and avoid tigers. Now it tracks likes and avoids boredom. Every time you pull that infinite scroll, you are gambling with your focus. You're teaching your brain that deep work is boring and shallow dopamine is king. You wonder why you can't focus for more than 10 minutes. It's because you've spent years training your brain to have the attention span of a goldfish on meth. Think about that. You are literally paying tech giants with your future just so you don't have to sit with your own thoughts for 5 seconds. Turn it off. Chapter 11. Habitual Sincerity. You take yourself too seriously. You're afraid of looking stupid. You're afraid of failing in public, so you play it safe. You wear a mask of professionalism that is really just a mask of fear. Smart people know that the person who is willing to look like an idiot the longest is the person who eventually becomes the master. If you aren't willing to be a fool, you'll never be a king. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a requirement for it. Chapter 12. The Identity Anchor. I'm just not a morning person. I'm not good with numbers. I've always been this way. Stop. You are using your past to lock your future in a cage. Your identity is just a story you tell yourself to justify your current limitations. Most people treat their personality like a concrete statue. It isn't. It's a piece of clay. You can reshape it whenever you want, but that requires the death of your old self. Most people would rather stay in a familiar hell than move toward an unfamiliar heaven. Now, here is the problem most people miss. You think watching this video was a win. You feel motivated. You feel like you've made progress. You haven't. You've just consumed more information. You just wasted your time. You've reinforced the habit of being a spectator. The real danger isn't that you don't know what to do. The danger is that you know exactly what to do, and you're still choosing not to do it.